Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Tom. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a Traptrix combo video. A couple people requested this from me, and so I figured I would put it together and kind of showcase what the deck can do. So yeah, let's get into it. And if you like this kind of content, please let me know down below. And let's get into it. So the deck has a couple of combos, but none of them are inherently one-card combos. They pretty much all require you to open a normal trap card plus a Traptrix monster, or a Traptrix monster and another Traptrix monster. So for the sake of this, we're going to open a Traptrix plus a normal trap. And to make it a little bit easier, like on terms of what we summon, we will open a whole normal trap. So we will go, the first combo is going to be if you open just Mantis. So you normal summon the Mantis, effective Mantis, to grab a Traptrix monster from the deck. You grab Traptrix or Raptor-Kappa. Link off the Mantis for Traptrix Sarah. You can then trigger the Arachne-Kappa to special summon itself because you control a Traptrix monster. On a new chain, Sarah will activate to summon set a whole normal trap from deck. You will set Traptrix Holotea, and then you will summon not that column to play around Mech Knights, but you will activate the Holotea by pitching a whole normal trap, and then here you have a couple options. If you want to play into Nibiru, you can activate the Sarah to summon out a Traptrix monster from deck. If you don't want to play into Nibiru, you think your opponent has it, you can just you can overlay here into Traptrix or Fleesia, and then set the rest of the cards in your hand and pass. Either one is pretty strong, but playing into Nibiru often game one is not correct because, especially in this format where the card's kind of everywhere. So I would say if it's game one, you want to just overlay into Rafflesia and pass. But if it's game 2 and 3 and they know that you are no longer on, if they are no longer on Nibiru because they probably sided it out knowing that your deck can play around it, you probably will trigger the Sarah. So for the sake of this combo, we'll trigger Sarah to summon from deck. Summoning Traptrix Dionea, and we'll trigger the Dionea to reset the whole normal trap in grave. On a new chain, we will now go these two, link off 2 plants into Aromatherapy Jasmine, and then we will overlay these 2 into Rika Queen Strena. We will then add back a plant monster from graveyard by detaching a material. We'll grab Dionea, and then we will activate the Jasmine to tribute a monster that it points to, summon a plant from deck, summoning Traptrix Pudica. Strena will trigger because it was tributed to summon a rank 7 or higher plant Xyz from extra, and then attach itself with material, which is optional. A couple of things of note. This combo works under Shifter for the most part, right? Because like you can't reborn stuff from grave or add back from grave, but Strena triggers if it's tributed. It doesn't care about where it goes. So if it is tributed and sent to the banish pile, it still will come back. Yeah, so Shifter is very strong in this deck, and I do play in the main deck this format. Another thing of note is that you can play Hyperton in this slot, not Teardrop. I play Teardrop right now because it's a little bit bigger, and the Tribute was pretty good last format. This format, maybe, the Negation is probably better from Hyperton. It being 26 versus 28, this goes to 3k when it tributes too, and Hyperton's 26, so this can come up, but for the most part, I think the Negate is probably stronger, especially going into like something like if they Kieran you, like Fire King Kieran, a Negate versus a Tribute is much more powerful. You link off the Pudica for another Sarah, and then this is the Mantis combo. You've ended on a Tribute, a whole normal trap, Sarah, and then in grave you have Holotea to reborn your Pudica. So this is plenty of interruption, and then you have the Dionea for follow up and whatever else you opened. The other combo that is just one Traptrix name is Mantis by itself. So just Mantis plus a whole normal trap. We open Nightmare. So you go normal summon Mantis effect, and you grab Holotea, link off the Mantis for Sarah, and then you will set and activate the Holotea by pitching a whole normal trap, or just any normal trap. summoning the Holotea, triggering the Sarah to summon out Dionea, which will reset the whole normal trap in your graveyard. And then you'll overlay these two into Traptrix Rafflesia. This combo completely plays around Nib because you can send Gravediggers with this. And then yeah, I mean, if you have any other extenders, I'll show that in a little bit. But these are the two basic combos. The other combos, we will do Pudica plus a name, Pudica plus Mantis. So you go normal Pudica effect, grab the field spell. And the field spell is double summon for Traptrix plus battle protection once, plus you can banish a monster you control to summon a Traptrix from grave or hand. So activate the field spell. We'll link off the Pudica for Sarah, and then we will extra normal the Mantis, triggering the Mantis to search. We will grab Arachnocampa, and then on a new chain we will trigger Sarah to set a whole normal trap from deck. Setting Holotea. Now here again, if you open a normal trap, you would set Holotea. If you do not open a normal trap, you could set another whole normal trap card, and then you could summon the Arachnocampa, overlay for Rafflesia, and then have 2 interruptions plus the other cards you opened. For the sake of this, let's say we opened up a whole normal trap as well, so that we can really do the full combo. So we will not activate the Holotea yet. We will activate the Arachnocampa first to summon itself, and then overlay into Rafflesia. And again, now we have played around Nibiru, because this is our 5th summon. We will activate the Holotea, pitching the Traptrix Chapel Nightmare to summon itself, and then on a new chain we'll activate Sarah to summon out a Traptrix monster from deck. We'll summon Dionea and we'll reset the whole normal trap, the whole normal trap, and then we'll overlay these two. Now we are plant and insect locked, so we could go into a couple of things. You can go into Alamaris, you can go into Pingulicula. I like going into Pingulicula because you can detach the Holotea to search for either protection from spell trap destruction on your opponent's turn, because you can grab the Arachnocampa, or you can grab a Dionea for follow-up. Either one is very strong and have different advantages depending on the matchup. So yeah, this is what ping Pudica plus Mantis gets you. The other one is Pudica plus Myrmello, which is Pudica and Myrmello. And then you in this scenario, you do not have to open up the normal trap because Myrmello will grab the whole normal trap for you. So again, normal Pudica, grab the field spell, link off for Sarah, extra normal the Myrmello effect to search for. You can grab any whole normal trap here that is not Holotea, and then on a new chain, you'll set Holotea with Sarah. And then activate the Holotea, pitching the Nightmare to summon itself. And then if you want to play into Nibiru, you can summon from deck. If you don't, you make Rafflesia and you pass. Again, we'll play into Nibiru, so we'll activate Sarah, summoning Dionea to reset the Nightmare. And then this should look familiar. You can go these two off, I apologize, into Jasmine, these two into Strenna, and then do the combo again. Other combos we can do are Parallel Exceed plus a name. Parallel Exceed plus, we'll do Myrmello here because it's very similar to if you do Mantis. The Mantis Parallel Exceed line is very similar to the Rika Queen Strenna line. You also can make Rafflesia in that scenario. So you go normal Myrmello effect, grabbing. So you can grab a couple of things. If you want to go into Rafflesia, you just grab another whole normal trap. And if you didn't open another whole normal trap, you just grab a whole normal trap. If you did open a whole normal trap, you can grab pretty much anything. Holotea is probably preferable here. But let's say we didn't open a whole normal trap, so we'll just grab Gravediggers, and then we'll link this off into Sarah, triggering the Exceed, summoning the Exceed to link point, activating the Exceed to summon another Exceed, and then you can go into Rafflesia, set this and pass, or you can go overlay these two into Pingulicula, effective Pingulicula to grab Arachnocampa. New chain, effective Sarah to set from deck, and we'll set the Holitea. We'll activate the Holitea, pitching Gravediggers to summon, and then activate the Sarah to summon from deck, summoning Dionea to reset the Gravediggers. And then again here you can go activate Arachnocampa, and then do your line where you make Wicked Queen Strenna plus Jasmine plus Sarah, and then you also have Pingulicula on board. Conversely, you can go, just for the sake of this combo, we'll do these two into, if you do, actually, these two into Rafflesia, and then the Arachnocampa will just protect your back row. And this board is fine too. For our, I'd say for our last combo, because a lot of these combos are pretty self-explanatory after this point. Like once you know the Wicked Queen Strenna stuff, you can just do. Once you know the Wicked Queen Strenna stuff, and once you know the other combos with like Exceed, you're pretty much good. But the ideal like opener for something like this deck is something like Mantis, like a Traptrix name. So we'll say Mantis plus Pudica plus Exceed, and then you'll usually open a normal trap. Now, in some scenarios, these cards can be different because, like, you won't always open these two as, like, names. You won't always open Exceed, but you'll open some combination of these because of Prosperity and just generally the fact that, like, this deck has so many consistency tools. So we're going to show you, like, a best-case scenario hand, like, full combo, and then that'll be the end of the video. So, normal Pudica effect, grab the field spell, activate the field spell, link off the Pudica into Sarah, triggering the Parallel Exceed in hand, Exceed effect on field, overlay these two into Rafflesia to insulate yourself from the Bureau. We will extra normal the Mantis, effective Mantis, grabbing Arachnocampa, and then on our new chain, effective Sarah to set a whole normal trap from deck, setting Holitea. We will activate the Holitea, pitching the Gravediggers to summon itself, and then we will activate Sarah to summon a Traptrix from deck. Dionea, effective Dionea to reset the Gravediggers. We will overlay these two. Again, a couple of ways you can do this now. You can go into your Wicked Queen Strenna combo and hold this, or sometimes you can go into something like this where you go overlay these two into Time Thief Redoer with a trap as material, activate the Arachnocampa to special itself, and then overlay these two into Ping, detach Arachnocampa, grabbing follow-up. You will grab a Dionea. Yeah, this is probably your best case scenario end board. If you played the Hyperton, you probably want to end on that with the Wicked Queen Strenna instead, the Wicked combo, with like Jasmine and everything. But this board is like really strong because of all the different interaction points, obviously, between the Ping and the Rafflesia and the Redoer. So yeah, if we can take a second, I will profile the deck real quick. I won't take too much of your time. And if you enjoyed the combo, please let me know down below. So for Traptrix, we have 3 Mantis. I'll just show them. I won't show all 3 of them, but 3 Mantis, 3 Myrmello, 3 Pingulicula, 2 Arachnocampa, and 2 Dionea. 2 Dionea. And then 3 Exceed. No Fenrir in this. This is just a. The only combat pieces in here are the Traptrix names and the Exceeds. 1 field spell. 3 Holitea. 1 Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. 1 Floodgate Trap Hole. And then 2 Gravediggers. 3 Evenly Matched, which I didn't show off yet, but yeah, the Evenly is really good because you can pitch it, or you can use it as like a a board breaker. 3 Shifter. Shifter is just very, very strong in this format. I think that card is like insanely broken. 3 Prosperity for consistency. 3 Nib, or 2 Nib, I apologize, because this deck is 41 cards. The 41st card is the second Gravediggers. I did not want to cut it down to 40, because I really wanted to be able to play that card at maximum copies that like made sense. So 41 was the move. 3 Ash, and then 3 Imperm. And yeah, that is the 41 card main deck. For the extra, we have 3 Sarah, 1 Rafflesia, 1 Ping, 1 Alamaris, 1 Oedipus. These are how you kill. I always like to say that because like a lot of the times this deck will go for lions with like access code or like just other weird like ways to kill, but this is definitely your best way to like get game on board. The Rickas, or the honorary Ricka, Jasmine, Strenna, and Teardrop. Redoer for like cool little end board stuff. Dweller for Fire King, for Tier, for Unchained, just everything that requires Graveyard. SP, because you should be playing SP. This card like never comes up though. You definitely do not need this if you're playing this deck. This card's super cuttable. And then Zeus, Typhon. This is not cuttable though. You have to play this in this because of just like the amount of value it produces. That is the extra. For the side, we have 3 Kamungus. This is for Pearly. This could be a lot of things, honestly. But I just chose to respect a lot of the decks in the format that do like big towers things, or just like not having an out to towers feels so bad. So I figured I would play something. 3 anti-spells, my Floodgate for this. This says you don't care about this at all. The only spells in your deck are Prosperity and the Field Spell, and some of your side cards. But again, if you're going first, those don't matter. So this is really strong. 1 Duster, and then Double Storm, just for back row decks, for Flunder. I don't if you ever play Flunder. It's really just for like back row decks and like blowing out your opponent. And then 3 Crow, because it's better than Bestials right now with the fire stuff running around, and probably will be next format too. And then 3 Droll, because it beats a lot of the decks that the other hand traps in this main don't cover. Stuff like Manatium. But I mean, if you open Shifter, obviously this conflicts, and like also Shifter cooks those decks. So yeah, that was the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you have any like questions or comments down below. And if you would like to see more of this, please let me know. Thank you.